man's man in New York and a hot curly-haired Frenchman in London. You're listening to Across the Pond with Wyatt and Julien. Episode 26.
Talk about cooking. We can talk about cooking.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Next time. I'm not prepped.
Next time.
I'm not prepped for travel either, to be fair. So.
You prep? You do prep work?
No, I don't. I did it there was one time where I did it. What was it?
For the article?
Yeah, that was the time. The one time I prepped something.
Yeah. It's better not to prep.
Yeah.
Force your mind to be creative.
And it keeps people on their toes as well.
Yeah. Did he prep? Did he not prep? The answer is no. But I'm good with travel. We can talk about travel. What specifically about travel?
Yeah, so are we talking about, like, what kind of traveler we are? Like, in terms of going to the airport, how we travel, like, planes, trains, first class, economy, all this shit. So we could cover that, or we could do location.
Mm-hmm. That's probably the name of the podcast right there. I think those are both great. We could talk about travel practices, travel destinations, what you're hoping to get out of travel, your best travel experiences, what you recommend for others.
That's like 6 podcasts. Actually, I've got a friend who's got a travel podcast, and I think they've got her and her friend have got like hundreds of episodes, so we can try and condense it into one.
Too bad they're going to lose them all right now.
Yeah.
All their subscribers.
Yeah. Should we start with booking? How do you book your travel?
Booking.com.
Booking.
Yeah. I just use Google Flights. It's easy.
Just make it sound more exciting, because, I just use Google Flights.
Yeah. I use Google Flights. I don't know why you use anything else. There's like that, was it going.com? Who freaking, they released a mobile app and they use a competitor, like right off the bat, and they wouldn't even talk to me. Said, okay. I stopped using their website after that. But anyways, what was I going to say after I went on work?
Yeah.
Oh, their website is supposed to be cool, like, in terms of like letting you know when there are good deals around, but like Google Flights can just do most of it. Yeah.
So when you search on Google Flights, do you click on the link and then land on the website, or do you just then go on the website directly and look for the flights there? Don't know why that's important, but I want to know.
Okay, well, I have to click on the link to book, so when I book, I click on the link. Yeah, I don't know.
Because I use Google Flights as well, but just to search. I don't actually use it to book.
And you book on the airline's website?
Yeah. I feel like I'm skipping just the referral, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't do that. Occasionally I will just go to like delta.com to book. I don't know.
Yeah. I do the same with BA.com. I tend to book most of my flights with BA as well.
Yeah.
Because I get Avios.
But then I book. And then I look at Airbnbs, and then, or hotels, whatever. I basically just optimize for, if I'm traveling solo, I definitely try and travel cheaply.
Actually, Airbnbs, can you tell me what the deal is with New York and why you can't get Airbnbs in New York? Because that's so annoying.
Can't tell you.
Great.
Can't do it. I actually don't know. I think it's because people were like buying apartments or renting apartments, then renting them out as Airbnbs. So like it was kind of screwing the housing market.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Great.
Yeah. But otherwise, I don't know. I haven't really read much about it.
Cool. So you book your flights on Google. Then what? Do you always book economy, or do you get premium economy? Do you get business?
I hope this is part of the whole podcast. Dude, I cannot ever justify a first class ticket. We've talked about this. Didn't we talk about this?
I think we talked about it when we talked about money.
Yeah. It's like
habits.
So much. I'll take it for free, sure. And I'll take the one I'm a billionaire, definitely. But, like, not today. Not when I'm a millionaire. I'm not.
If you were a millionaire, you would probably just fly private jet.
Yeah, just do this full time. Just record podcasts full time.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah.
I don't travel business. I'll treat myself to premium economy if I'm flying back overnight, and if it's more than like 7 hours, maybe.
Yeah. All right, so we're booked. Now, when you are traveling, are you a heavy packer? Do you have any packing tips, traveling tips? Let's tackle from purchase. You purchased to trip inception. So
right.
From purchase to starting your trip, what are you doing? Could be months, could be days.
Yeah, I pack light, first of all. So, yeah. My ideal is just to travel with a backpack. I don't like having suitcases and checking stuff in. But I also like to have my toiletries with me, so I like having my creams and shit.
My creams. Julien and his creams.
It made it sound weird. What else? Yeah. What was your other question? From like booking to...
Well, I asked a lot of things.
Yeah,
I think I was asking what you do from trip confirmation to trip departure. So there could be the anticipation aspect there, but mostly it's probably like the prep, the few days before, and the packing, and then what you're doing in the airport until you depart. What do you bring to the flight?
I tend to be a stressed, anxious traveler. So I like to be there early.
You don't like heights?
That as well, not ideal. I don't think it's ideal to be stuck in a tube that's like 10,000 feet up in the air. That's my.
What shape would you prefer?
A square. If it was in a square, it'd be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Could be even higher. No, also I tend to be in charge. So if I travel by myself, I'm fine. If I travel with Richard, I'm like, I have to be the one carrying the passports. I know where we're going. I know what time everything is. I've done all the visa shit, and whatever needs to be done in advance, I'm the one sorting it all out. So yeah, I also, because to get there's like getting to the airport, so you have to get a train or like a taxi, and just being organized with that. So I always try to aim to be at the airport an hour and a half for like a short haul, or over 2 hours in advance if it's a long haul flight.
When you get there an hour to 2 hours beforehand, do you think I shouldn't have camped this early?
Sometimes, yeah. But also, it's better than what you know, right? You don't know what could have happened. Maybe the train after was cancelled, and then I would have, and then they would have been queues at security. You never know.
Maybe the airport catches on fire.
Yeah, well, like what happened last week.
That's what I was referencing.
My
reference.
That was a terrible reference. It was fake news, what you just said.
It didn't catch on fire?
No, it's some like electric, what's it called? Like power station nearby. Like one of the generators like was burning. So it wasn't that close to get to Heathrow. The airport itself was fine. Right.
Gotcha. What snacks do you bring for the plane?
Oh.
Right.
I don't always buy snacks. I tend to it depends. Like if it's a short haul, maybe
you steal them.
Yeah. No, because if it's
that'd be actually a fun airport activity.
Stealing
the only food you can have is food you've stolen from others, not from the shop.
Yeah. No, long haul flights we just fed on there normally. I always have maybe some like sort of like gum or like nuts, but nuts is tricky because if someone's allergic to them, then you're not allowed to eat them. So.
Yeah. Have you ever been on a plane where they say, "No nuts today"?
Every time. I think that happens to me every time. There's always someone who's allergic to nuts.
The thing is, it's like, there's got to be a better way, because it is totally justified. Like, yes, if someone's gonna die, I shouldn't eat my nuts. But what if my only snack is nuts? And I was in the back of a plane, and I bought a big bag of pistachios, and they're like, people from rows 35 to 50, you can't eat nuts. And I was in row 34, and I was like, probably shouldn't still, but technically I can, so I'm gonna eat these nuts.
At least they told you which rows, because whenever I've been on planes where that has happened, and there's always been the entire flight. No one can.
Yeah, but there has to be. If it's a long flight and my only food is nuts, it's a big problem if I can't eat nuts.
We should ban people who are allergic to nuts from flying.
There should be a nut allergy only airline.
Yeah.
One plane in production,
Nuts
and they all have to travel from the same destination. It's one flight from each destination a year. You got to line it up right.
Don't miss your window.
And you don't know where it's going. It could be, that's your one flight. Could be Nebraska. Could be Tahiti. What do you do on the plane? Do you watch movies? Do you read? Do you stare at the back of the headrest in front of you?
Honestly, sometimes I just literally sit there and do nothing. Yeah.
Meditate.
Sometimes I got my headphones in and there's no music playing and I just sit. It's a weird time when you're on the plane for a long time. It's just, you kind of forget about it afterwards, but it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
What about you? Because what about you from
What about you?
What about you, my friend, from booking to...
What about you? It's like the same thing with like any purchase. Like after you book something, there's like that release of energy of like, because it's fun making a purchase. It's fun. So I have that like
dopamine
week long emotional release, and I don't have not that long. Depends on like where I'm going. It's like I'll try and plan for if I'm going for like a solo sort of adventure or something. I'll probably try to plan for what I need to do, or like what I need to have. Like when I was down in Honduras, like how many flip-flops do I need, and my bathing suits, are they appropriate, and those sorts of things. But when I pack, it's usually just like an hour before, and I usually try and pack as light as possible. So just a backpack and maybe one carry-on, but ideally just one thing.
You strike me as a chilled traveler. I feel like you probably rock up 10 minutes before the gate closes or something.
I do usually get there early, and I always think, oh, damn it, too early. I mean, it is like, if you show up like right, it's stressful if you're gonna like cut it close. I will say, I know you're about to say something because you looked up, and dude, one time I was in Texas and then ended up in Houston, and I was supposed to fly to Orlando, and I didn't realize there's 2 airports in Houston. But so I had booked like dropping off the rental car at one of the airports, so I did that. And I went to the airport, and they said, "You're at the wrong airport." And I was like, "What?" They're like, "Wrong airport." And I'm like, "What do you mean wrong airport? Where's the other airport?" And they told me, and I'm like, "Well, are there any other flights from like this airline that are like I can switch to?" And they said no. So I had to get into, the flight was like in the next 50 minutes, and the Uber said 50 minutes. I'm like, there's no fucking way, but I have to try. So I got in the Uber, and I told the guy, and he didn't really drive that much more aggressively, but he said he was going to. But anyways, we were driving, and it was going to be very close. And then he started telling me about how he knew Donald Trump and how he retweets his messages and stuff. And I was like, oh, God, get me out of this car. And then I got there like 10 minutes before like the flight takes off, which should be like the door should be closed already. And like, but the airport was like really, really small. So like I ran like right through security and everything. And I ran up to the gate, and they were waiting for me, and I made it. So with that in mind, there's probably a lot more time that I can afford to give, knowing that I was at the wrong airport with like an hour left before departure and like a 45-minute drive in traffic. So that's my story. What were you going to say?
That's a crazy story. I can't remember what I was going to say.
Sorry.
What were we talking about before that? Can't remember.
Time, how early you show up. It's stressful to not show up with enough buffer time. It used to be cool to go to lounges, but now lounges kind of suck. Everyone's in the lounge now.
Yeah. In Europe, some of them are not really good, to be honest. Like in Heathrow, I've been to really bad ones. I don't really go either anymore. I had a phase. I think I got an Amex Gold or something a couple of years ago, and with that you get 4 accesses a year to lounges, and it was terrible.
Terrible.
I went to the British Airways one once before. That was good.
I heard the Chase ones are pretty good. The Sapphire ones. Just because they're new. Anyways, back to me.
Yeah, what snacks do you have on planes?
Wait, did I cover? I get to the airport and I have pre-check, of course. I have Clear as well, but Clear's dumb now. And Clear's great for sporting events. Dumb for airlines.
I know what Clear is because I've been to the US before, but maybe some people who are from the UK listening to this podcast might not know what it is. If you want to explain.
Yeah, it's like TSA pre-check, but it's for the private sector.
Okay, people might not know what
basically,
TSA is either.
TSA pre-check is like TSA, but you're don't have to take your shoes off. Right. Basically, when you go, I'm pretty sure everyone knows what this is. But when you go to the airport, pre-check is basically a faster line. You don't have to take your shoes off, and they don't think you're a terrorist. And then Clear is you pay people not to think you're a terrorist, and they let you through the line just because you paid more money. But it also comes with your like an Amex Platinum subscription. So now I'm through security.
It's like
I always, my bag always gets pulled because I have protein powder generally. Every time it gets pulled.
Mixed with cocaine, obviously.
Yes, creatine looks like cocaine. And then I get if it's like I need a snack flight, then it's pistachios, whatever like the unshelled pistachio brand is, I forgot. I like the salt and pepper ones a lot, but I'll happy to do lightly salted. That is the blue bag, and I'll have a water bottle because I don't want to wait for them to bring me water. And then I'll have my Kindle. Hopefully I'm reading something I want to read. I don't really watch anything other than read the Kindle or listen to music or podcast. And
this podcast?
Just the intros though. And I was watching Couples Therapy for a while. That was fun. But I'm over it. Now I'm back to just reading. That's it.
Cool.
Always aisle seats. I need the space and the freedom to stand up.
Interesting. I always pick a window seat.
Dude, if I can't get up, then what's this all been about? What am I doing this for? If I can't scuba, what's this all been about? What's that from?
I don't know. Sounds like a reference that I don't get. No.
The Office. It's from The Office.
Yeah, I still need to watch that. Yeah. The Office US. I want to because I know I like it, but yeah, I haven't had the time.
If I can't scuba, then what's this all been about? What am I working towards?
But yeah, for me, a window seat because I like to see what's going on outside.
If I could have a window on the aisle, they should make the aisle a window. It should be a glass bottom plane ride.
That's the dumbest thing I've heard.
Glass bottom plane ride? That'd be really cool, actually. Yeah, you're jealous you didn't think of it.
Anyway, okay. Alright, so you're on the plane now, you've had your pistachios.
Haven't had them yet, but I will have them.
So where have you gone to?
Anywhere, man. I want to go to Southeast Asia is where I want to go. More. I've only been to Thailand.
Yeah,
So
my parents are there now, they're flying back tomorrow. And I think originally I might go in December, maybe, or January next year.
Yeah. I'm really open to going anywhere. I really like a road trip through like the South or across the U.S. is always fun. I never really have a drive or desire to go to Europe, but now I haven't been for a while, so I should go to Europe maybe. I'm open to all of it. I would go anywhere.
Mr. Worldwide.
I haven't done any of like China, Japan, Korea, Mongolia. I probably should go. I should go to China and see what it's all about, because I don't know anything about what's going on in China. I'm sure they're doing some cool things, right? If everyone says they're the best now, I don't hear anything about China. Like, I hear the China word. Everyone says China all the time. What's going on though? What are they doing?
I don't know.
China, China, China. We're always on TV. What are they doing?
I haven't even been to China, so I can't tell you.
I hear. Is it Shanghai or Beijing? Which is the really advanced one?
The capital is Beijing. Shanghai, I don't know about Shanghai.
Well, I hear their city's very, very advanced. But North Korea says that about their cities too. And they're not.
But you should go to North Korea next.
I would not go to North Korea. I would not. If given the opportunity, I would not risk going to North Korea.
So you would go to Mars, but you wouldn't go to North Korea.
Yeah, there's a chance for me being stuck in North Korea longer than being stuck on Mars. And being tortured.
Yeah, fair. Fair enough.
Yeah, where do you want to go? Where has been your favorite destination? What's your favorite trip ever? And where do you want to go? And what's your worst trip ever?
Okay, these again are a lot.
And what's your most medium trip?
So there's a lot of places I want to go to, but I keep going to the same places. So I always go to Spain, and I always go to New York specifically. But definitely I should like expand my horizons and go to other places. I never used to want to go to Southeast Asia, but I've had the urge in the past few years. So I really want to go to Thailand. I've been to Bali and Singapore. Singapore was alright, not great. Bali was nice. I do want to go to Mauritius as well.
Mauritius?
Mauritius.
Mauritius?
Yeah.
What's that?
That's how we know you're American, because
Mauritius?
Mauritius. It's an island near Madagascar.
Mauritius.
Mauritius. Mauritius.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Can you name all the Hawaiian Islands? Nope.
Barbados. Is it one of them?
That's not Hawaiian at all. It's a Caribbean island.
Potato.
Do you even know any of the Hawaiian Islands?
Probably not.
One of them's called Hawaii, so.
Well, I could have told you that.
Mauritius, stupid island.
But yeah, I want to go to Canada, so I'm actually going to go in May to Montreal. And I've really enjoyed going to some of the Nordics countries. So I've been to Norway, I've been to Iceland, and I'd quite like to go to Sweden next as well to check it out. I like their way of living and stuff. It's just very cold. It kind of depends on what you want out of your holiday, if you want to be somewhere sunny or not, somewhere warm.
Yeah. I was having a desire to go Nordic a while back, but I have not pulled the trigger.
Thing is, I think Iceland for you is not very far as well. I think it's like a 5-hour flight from New York or something.
Yeah, but everyone goes to Iceland. I'll go to Greenland once we get it.
I knew you were going to say that for some reason. I saw that JD Vance and his wife were going there next week or something.
Yeah, he's going to get it.
Wants to check it before he buys it or takes it.
Greenland's ours.
But yeah, I need to stop going to the same places basically, because I love Spain, but I just go there all the time. I'm going there in April, so.
What part?
Barcelona.
I booked a weekend trip to Madrid once when I used to be more fun and spontaneous, and It was just
Wait,
going
a
to be for
weekend
2
trip
days.
from New York to Madrid,
Yeah.
to New York. What's wrong
Yeah.
with you?
I know. And then when I was getting on the flight, they said, we're overbooked. If anyone wants to switch flights, we have a flight to Barcelona right now and a $1,000 travel credit. And it would have covered my entire flight, and I didn't do it because I don't know why I had my mind set on Madrid. I really enjoyed being in Madrid, but I should have tried Barcelona. And would have $1,000 back as well.
At least there's the sea, there's beach in Barcelona. Madrid is
The
very
sea.
warm inland.
Yeah. I liked Madrid, though. It was good.
Yeah, it's a cool place.
I enjoyed it. They had the scooters, too. I scooted everywhere. Lots of scooting.
48-hour trip, that's mad.
Yeah. I scooted, and I parked my scooter in front of a storefront, and the guy came out and yelled at me. And then I said, where do you want it? And then he pointed over there, so I just moved the scooter over there. And then he was like, he wanted to be mad, but then he was like, I shouldn't be mad because he took into consideration that I was mad. I don't know why I remember that so much.
It's called trauma.
But yeah. Yeah, and I stayed at a hostel, and we went out, and it didn't start till like midnight. And we went out pretty hard, and then we went to a club, and I befriended an Asian friend, an Asian man, Asian kid my age. He was visiting, and it was like 6 a.m., and he'd never been to McDonald's, and I'm like, we're going to McDonald's. And we both got McDonald's at like 6 or 7 a.m. And then I woke up at like 4 the next day.
Nice. And then you went home.
Yeah. Basically.
That's fun.
The good old days when you could just cut loose.
Right, I know you've got to go in about 10 minutes, so probably should head towards wrap up.
Oh, man. It's been an hour already?
It's been 28 minutes.
Wrap up time.
No, we need to do it properly. We've not done it properly in a while, and now I'm upset.
Dude, someone at karaoke did the American Pie song. I didn't realize it's like a 10-minute song.
Which one?
Bye, bye, Miss
Oh, yeah,
American
yeah.
Pie.
Yeah, it's
Drove my
lasts
Chevy
forever.
to the levee, but the levee was dry.
There was a club in
Didn't get
London
a home
back in the day.
boat.
That was I think I told you before, but it was the last song of the night. They would end with this, and there would be a 10-minute song, like 4 a.m.
I don't think you told me.
Oh well, I'm telling you now. It's an Australian bar called Walkabout, and yeah, the final song on like a Saturday night or whatever would just always be American Pie.
Gotcha.
Right,
Wrapping up.
Yeah, we need to harmonize.
Wrapping up
in
on.
Three,
Wrap.
2, 1.
Ing.
Oh,
Up.
God. All right.
Wrap
Wrap.
up time. Wrap up
Wrap
time.
time.
Wrap up time.
Wrap time.
Wrap up time.
Right. Wrap up. You wrap up.
You're a stressful traveler who shows up hours before departure, sometimes before the airport even opens. You
No, don't ad-lib. There's no need for that.
you like the window seat, but you'd prefer an aisle seat with a window. And did you? I don't remember what you said about snacks. You use Google Flights to do your work for you, but then you book through the airline themselves. You like Spain. You want to go to Southeast Asia because something in you tells you it's the right place to be. You like New York. You... What else do we talk about? You like Sweden. You want to go to Sweden. You like Nordics. You like the Nordic people. All right, wrapped up.
Okay. So, you're looking forward
You're skeptical
to your...
that we're going to get Greenland, but we're going to get it.
Yeah, so your favorite president, you're waiting for him to get Greenland back so that you can go there. You also want to visit... Well, you want to visit the Nordics before. You've got no idea where Mauritius is.
Mauritius?
you love pistachios because you mentioned them a lot. You're that
I like
crazy person who carries creatine with them everywhere they go.
Carry what?
Carry creatine anywhere.
Creatine.
Creatine.
Dude, you can't take a day off. Your body will suffer.
You don't like people who have nut allergies, and you think they should fly separately. You said they should fly.
I said it's handled poorly.
You said that you think they should buy their flight separately, and that their flight should go wherever once a year.
Yeah. Do you know how many people would fall in love if they had that? Peanutallergyfinder.com.
Yeah, sure. And what's the last thing? Oh yeah, you don't care about the environment, so you flew to Madrid for a 2-day stint.
Dude, Taylor Swift does it.
It's true.
Every 24 hours. So
there we go. That's
trying to be
wrapped
like
up.
Wrapped up.
Wrapped up. Episode 26 done.
Dude, we got a lot of episodes now. All right, I'm turning my thing off.
Same.
Go,